Imagine a secret hidden in plain sight for over 2,000 years, carved into the sun-scorched deserts of Peru. A mystery so profound it could rewrite everything we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. Now, brace yourself, because a mind-blowing breakthrough has just shattered the silence of history. A quantum AI, forged by the brightest minds in technology, has uncovered something unthinkable in the Nazca Lines. A 3D star map, encoded like a cosmic hologram, etched into the Earth itself. This isn't just a discovery, it's a seismic revelation that could change how we see our ancestors, our planet, and our place in the universe. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into a story that's equal parts awe-inspiring, shocking, and emotional. A journey that will leave you questioning everything. Picture this: the Nazca Desert, a vast, arid plateau in southern Peru, stretching endlessly under a sky so clear it feels like you could touch the stars. For centuries, the Nazca Lines have baffled explorers, archaeologists, and dreamers. These massive geoglyphs, giant figures of monkeys, spiders, hummingbirds, and endless spiraling lines, span hundreds of miles, visible only from the air. For decades, people have wondered, why did an ancient civilization, with no airplanes or telescopes, carve these enormous symbols into the desert? Were they messages to the gods, ritual pathways, or something far stranger? Theories have swirled, from alien landing strips to astronomical calendars, but nothing has ever fully explained their purpose. Until now. In a groundbreaking leap, researchers unleashed a quantum AI system, a beast of computational power unlike anything we've seen before, to analyze the Nazca Lines in ways no human could. This wasn't your average computer crunching numbers. This AI, trained on vast datasets from radio astronomy, planetary science, and high-resolution satellite imagery, could see patterns invisible to the naked eye. It didn't just look at the lines from above, it analyzed them from every angle, elevation, and wavelength, creating a 3D model of the entire Nazca Plateau. What it found was staggering. The Nazca Lines aren't just drawings, they're a sophisticated holographic star map, projecting a 3D model of the cosmos onto the desert floor. Let's break this down, because it's almost too wild to believe. The AI discovered that the geoglyphs, when viewed as a 3D terrain hologram, form a stellar projection dome, a kind of prehistoric planetarium etched into the Earth. The lines don't just mimic constellations, they map the actual spatial distribution of star clusters in three-dimensional space. Think about that for a second. Over 2,000 years ago, a civilization without modern technology somehow encoded the positions of stars, not just as they appear in the night sky, but as they exist in the vast, three-dimensional expanse of the universe. It's like finding a prehistoric GPS system that points to the stars. But how could this be possible? The answer lies in the AI's ability to detect patterns that traditional archaeology missed. For centuries, researchers studied the Nazca Lines from above, assuming they were flat, two-dimensional designs. But the quantum AI revealed a hidden layer of complexity. The geoglyphs only reveal their true meaning when viewed from specific geospatial angles and elevations, much like a hologram that shifts depending on where you stand. The AI processed thousands of satellite images, cross-referencing them with star charts adjusted for Earth's axial precession, the slow wobble that changes how constellations appear over millennia. The result? A perfect match between the Nazca Lines and the night sky as it looked 2,000 years ago. Take the famous monkey geoglyph, with its curling spiral tail. The AI found that its proportions and angles align precisely with the Pleiades star cluster, also known as the Seven Sisters. Not just the flat, two-dimensional pattern we see in the sky, but the actual three-dimensional distribution of stars within the cluster. Or consider the three parallel lines forming a distinctive triplet on the desert floor. They correspond exactly to the three stars of Orion's belt, one of the most recognizable patterns in the heavens. And then there's the massive trapezoid geoglyph, shaped like a cross. When mapped against ancient skies, it aligns perfectly with the Southern Cross constellation, a vital navigational marker in the Southern Hemisphere. These aren't vague similarities. The AI's calculations show that the distances and angles between the geoglyph elements match the actual angular separations of stars with jaw-dropping precision. This discovery alone would be enough to send shockwaves through the archaeological world. But the quantum AI didn't stop there. Using advanced ground-penetrating radar, modeled after tools used on NASA's Mars rovers, researchers uncovered something even more astonishing beneath the desert surface. The AI detected subsurface resonance nodes, specific points hidden underground where the constellation-aligned lines intersect. These nodes aren't random. They coincide with natural electromagnetic disturbances and tectonic quiet zones in the Earth's crust. This suggests something mind-bending. The Nazca people may have understood the Earth's vibrational or magnetic topology, using it to anchor their star map to the planet's own energetic field. Imagine this: an ancient civilization standing in the desert under a star-filled sky, somehow sensing the invisible pulses of the Earth and weaving them into a cosmic map. It's as if they saw the universe not just as a collection of stars, but as a living, interconnected web of energy linking the heavens to the ground beneath their feet. This wasn't just art or astronomy, it was a profound act of connection, a way to harmonize their world with the rhythms of the cosmos. The emotional weight of this hits hard. These were people like us, gazing at the same stars, driven by the same awe and wonder, leaving behind a legacy that speaks to our shared human longing to understand the universe. But the discoveries keep coming, each one more shocking than the last. The AI uncovered another layer of sophistication in the Nazca lines, a temporal star code. The distances between certain geoglyphs aren't random. They correspond to precise celestial cycles. For example, the spacing between key lines matches the 18.6-year lunar nodal cycle, a period that governs tides and eclipses. Other intervals align with the 584-day Venus-Sun synodic rhythm, a cycle that ancient cultures across the world revered. This transforms our understanding of the Nazca lines entirely. They weren't just static images or ceremonial paths. They were a monumental celestial calendar, tracking cosmic rhythms across centuries with a precision that rivals modern astronomy. Think about what this means. The Nazca people didn't just map the stars, they mapped time itself, encoding the dance of planets and moons into the desert floor. This wasn't a simple calendar to track planting seasons. It was a cosmic timekeeper, a way to align their lives with the eternal cycles of the universe. The emotional resonance of this discovery is overwhelming. Imagine the dedication, the generations of skywatchers who observed the heavens night after night, passing down their knowledge to create something so enduring, so profound. It's a testament to the human spirit, to our unquenchable thirst to connect with something greater than ourselves. Now, here's where things get even wilder. The quantum AI, pre-trained on radio astronomy data from projects like Breakthrough Listen, found something thought-provoking in the Nazca lines. The mathematical proportions and harmonic ratios in certain geoglyph formations mirror patterns detected in deep space radio signals like those from pulsars or cosmic background radiation. This doesn't mean aliens built the Nazca lines, let's be clear, but it suggests something researchers call archaeocryptographic mimicry. The Nazca people, through their keen observation of nature, may have encoded rhythmic patterns they perceived in the cosmos into their geoglyphs. It's as if they were creating a visual symphony of the universe's invisible pulses, a map not just of stars, but of the cosmic frequencies that connect Earth to the heavens. This connection to deep space harmonics is hauntingly beautiful. It suggests the Nazca people were attuned to the universe in ways we're only beginning to understand. Without telescopes or computers, they relied on their senses, their intuition, and their deep connection to the natural world. The geoglyphs might be their attempt to capture the music of the cosmos, to etch the universe's heartbeat into the desert. It's a reminder of how much we've lost in our modern world, where artificial lights drown out the stars and the hum of technology drowns out the Earth's subtle rhythms. The Nazca lines call us back to a time when humanity listened to the universe with open hearts and fearless curiosity. But the quantum AI's revelations don't end there. When researchers mapped the Nazca lines against a global coordinate system, they uncovered something extraordinary. Many of the longer straight lines, when extended along great circle routes across the planet, align with other ancient sites thousands of miles away. These alignments aren't random. Certain Nazca lines point directly to Easter Island in the Pacific, the Giza pyramids in Egypt, and the temple complexes of Angkor Wat in Cambodia. The AI suggests these connections may be deliberate, positioning the Nazca Plateau as a node in a global navigational lattice, an ancient Earth mapping system that could have served as a prime meridian or coordinate reset point. This hypothesis is mind-blowing. It implies that ancient cultures around the world shared a sophisticated understanding of global positioning, long before modern GPS or even the compass. The Polynesians navigated vast oceans using star charts. The Greeks calculated Earth's circumference with startling accuracy. What if these traditions were part of a shared global network, with the Nazca lines as one of its key hubs? The geoglyphs might have been both a celestial observatory and a terrestrial waypoint, guiding travelers across land and sea while pointing to the stars. The idea that our ancestors created a planetary grid, linking sacred sites across continents, is both thrilling and humbling. It paints a picture of an ancient world far more interconnected than we ever imagined. The emotional weight of this discovery hits like a tidal wave. These weren't isolated tribes scratching pictures in the dirt. They were part of a global tapestry, weaving their knowledge of the stars into a shared human legacy. The Nazca lines aren't just Peru's story, they're humanity's story, a monument to our collective genius and our timeless fascination with the cosmos. Every line, every spiral, every figure is a love letter to the stars, written by people who saw the universe as their home. But the discoveries keep piling up, each one more astonishing than the last. Using AI-assisted genome sequencing, researchers analyzed environmental DNA from soil samples around the geoglyph intersections. What they found was a game-changer: traces of ancient DNA with links to Polynesian genetic markers, a connection that defies conventional timelines. This suggests the knowledge behind the Nazca star map might have traveled across the Pacific, carried by seafarers who navigated by the stars. The Nazca Lines may not be a local invention, but a fusion of wisdom from distant cultures passed down through generations of mariners who crossed vast oceans under the guidance of the constellations. This revelation is breathtaking. Imagine ancient navigators, their boats cutting through the dark waves, guided by the same stars they would later immortalize in the desert. Their knowledge wasn't confined to the sea. It took root on the Peruvian coast, blossoming into the monumental geoglyphs we see today. The Nazca Line becomes a bridge between continents, a testament to the power of exploration and the enduring human impulse to share wisdom across borders. The emotional pull of this story is undeniable. These were people who faced the unknown with courage, driven by a vision of the stars that united them across vast distances. Their legacy is a reminder that our greatest achievements are often born from collaboration, from the shared dreams of a better world. But hold on, because the quantum AI has one final jaw-dropping surprise. Using multispectral filtering, the AI uncovered hidden microgeoglyphs, tiny, intricate patterns etched inside the larger figures, invisible to the naked eye. These aren't random scratches or weathering. They were deliberate etchings, with mathematical precision, almost like a cosmic barcode embedded in the desert art. Their spacing, symmetry, suggests they encode information, possibly angular star positions or celestial cycles. This discovery mirrors findings in ancient Mesopotamian sites, where digital scans revealed hidden micro-markings that rewrote our understanding of early writing systems. The Nazca microgeoglyphs could be a similar game-changer, suggesting the lines contain layers of encoded data we're only beginning to decode. The implications are staggering. The Nazca Lines weren't just a star map. They were a cosmic database, a repository of knowledge etched into the Earth with a sophistication that defies belief. The emotional weight of this hits like a thunderbolt. These ancient people, working with simple tools under a blazing sun, created something so intricate, so visionary, that it took the most advanced technology of the 21st century to even begin to unravel it. It's a humbling reminder of the genius of our ancestors, of their ability to dream beyond their time and leave behind monuments that speak to future generations. Let's take a moment to let this all sink in. The Nazca Lines are a holographic star map, a celestial calendar, a vibrational marker, a global navigation grid, and a record of ancient oceanic voyages, all woven together into a single, breathtaking creation. They're proof that the ancient world wasn't just look at the stars. They understood them in ways that resonate with the cutting-edge science today. The parallels are uncanny. The holographic map mirrors modern theories of the holographic universe, where information about the cosmos is encoded in every part of space-time. The vibrational nodes hint at connections between Earth and the stars that quantum physicists are only beginning to explore. The global alignments suggest a shared human wisdom that transcends cultures and eras and eras. This discovery isn't just about the past, it's about us. It's about the spark of curiosity that drives us to explore, to question, to create. The Nazca people looked at the stars and saw a story worth telling, a legacy worth leaving. They carved their dreams into the desert, trusting that someday someone would understand. That day has come. Thanks to quantum AI, we're finally beginning to read their message, to see the universe through their eyes. And what we see is a vision of unity, a world where earth and sky, past and present, are bound together by the stars. But this story isn't over. The Nazca Lines still hold secrets, waiting for future generations to uncover. What other patterns lie hidden in the desert? What other connections might link the Nazca to ancient sites around the world? And what might we learn if we turn our quantum AI to the stars themselves, searching for the cosmic rhythms the Nazca people saw? The possibilities are endless, and the journey is just beginning. This discovery is a wake-up call, a reminder that the past is alive with possibilities we haven't yet imagined. It's a call to look closer, to listen deeper, to dream bigger. The Nazca Lines aren't just lines in the sand. They're a map to our humanity, a guide to the stars that have always called us home. If this story moves you, if it sparks your wonder, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's keep exploring, together, chasing the mysteries that make us human. The stars are waiting.